Welcome to Clock It, where your opinion is what wins you the game. Today we are joined by our incredible contestants. You know him from iHeartRadio. He's a favorite here. Give it up for Kelly.
Happy holidays. Look at this, y'all. How you feeling?
You have a great voice for that.
Well, thank you.
Have you ever thought about singing?
Every now and again, but
Okay.
you know, maybe that'll pay the bills in the future. But right now, we doing this.
Okay, we got to talk to some people to make that happen. And she is our favorite podcaster. You know her from Tequila Babies. Help me welcome Jean.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, girl.
Hey, beautiful.
You look awesome
You
today.
look amazing always. I'm so happy to be here. The set is beautiful. I'm ready to whip Kelly.
That's what I'm talking about, Jean.
Y'all already know.
Competitive spirit.
Y'all already know I'm coming for the clock each and every week.
She is coming out the gate swinging. All right, guys, so as you know, this game is just not about getting the answers correct. You got to know what you're talking about, and more importantly, you got to clock it. So give that big buzzer a hit. That's exactly what we'll be doing anytime you want to clock in and give your answers. Let's hop straight into this thing. Here we go. First question. Who said he dated Solange as a teenager?
Who got it?
Who was that? Who was that?
Mine.
Hers is
Jean.
It was me. It was Omarion.
Omarion, it was. Okay, so where and who did he disclose this to?
He was on the Funny Marco podcast, and this is like exclusive news, but apparently it's not. But I didn't know this.
Same.
I didn't know this, but they met on tour when B2K was on tour with Destiny's Child way back when, and they had a little thing going on during the tour. They was boyfriend, girlfriend during the tour. So, you know, the little teenage love. So, yeah.
In true Solange fashion, Kelly, what did Omarion say that she gifted him with?
Omarion explained it as rocks, you know what I mean? So we know exactly what you're talking about. You want to say like very on brand for Solange, giving you some sort of like energy-giving rocks.
Stones.
This is for you,
Yeah.
Omarion, you feel me? Very on brand for Solange.
sure.
But Solange kind of confirmed this in 2015, Jean.
She did. She posted it on her Instagram. She posted a picture of them and was like, you know, we were old boos, but I was afraid of the entourage or the fans of V2K because I didn't want them to come for me because y'all know we loved V2K, okay?
we
we
did.
had our man and that was our man. So, yeah, we were crazy back then. We were crazy fans. It's not like that anymore.
It's
Nah,
not.
that's
It's
a little
not.
different. We
It's
have too
like
much access to artists
them,
now.
right? It's like
Yeah.
they're regular people now. But back then, we didn't play.
Yeah, everyone's putting their boo and their bae on social media. But to your point, back then, it makes sense, though, why we didn't know about it. Because she was trying to keep that a secret because the fans were a little crazy.
Fans were crazy.
All right, Jean, 100 points you have on the board. Kelly, I know you'll make a comeback. Let's help you do that by keeping this game rolling. Who called out Beyonce and Jay-Z for not taking pictures with Brandy on tour? Kelly.
Ray J.
This boy, Ray J, is a hot mess, y'all. Check this out.
Like, when they come to the show, come say what's up to Brandy too, Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's it. Like, because like we big fans. We got our family in there, our cousins, and we know y'all there, and we love y'all, and we look up to y'all. For y'all to come to every one of Brandy and Monica's shows and never say what's up to B. Y'all walk by Brandy room, just pull up, say what's up, B, have a good show. I mean, she don't care. She never told me about this, and I am crashing out on this one. This is crazy.
Is Ray J trolling?
Ray J is always a troll, okay? I don't care what he
He's
says.
never serious.
Defending Brandy, whatever you want to say, it's as if the news cycle goes by quick because people forget the whole situation when he was streaming the other weekend.
Yeah.
Literally last weekend, okay? Very bad stuff.
With
and
the
here
gun,
we are.
right.
Right, and here we are. He's, hey, it's Ray J.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's just,
Come on.
he's crazy.
That's what he does.
Has it even been confirmed that they've been at every show? Because I haven't seen anything of them at the shows.
So they haven't at a lot of shows, but
Okay.
he actually says in this video, Brandy hasn't said anything to me. So how do we know Jay-Z and Beyonce haven't
Aren't
stopped
speaking
by
to
her
them?
room and said hello and you just don't know it because Brandy hasn't talked to you?
Because the facts don't matter because it's Ray J.
He just
Very
wants
true.
to crash out. He just wants something to talk about.
He's very good at keeping his name in the lights. And you mentioned the Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's going to make the headlines. We're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about it right here on the show. So kudos to you, Ray J.
Cloud chasing.
So is that what we think it is? He
For
know
sure.
mentioning Jay-Z and Beyonce is going to keep him in the blogs, in the media, and that's why he did it?
For sure. He's really a marketing genius. He just is. It doesn't matter his approach. We're always going to talk about Ray J, good or bad.
And here
Great
we are
moments.
talking about Ray J. So you are absolutely right. All right, Kelly, you're up 100 points on the board. Jean, you have 100 as well, making it a tie. So let's break this tie by keeping this game going. Which actress said people are looking to date her TV character and not her? Jean.
Tisha Campbell.
What is Tisha Campbell more famously known for?
This is Gina from Martin. We all know Gina from Martin. She will forever be Gina from Martin, unfortunately. But I don't understand why it's affecting her love life more so, because obviously it's a character. But she's thinking that these people want Gina. They don't want to know Tisha. They want to know Gina.
Very, very fair point. But what do you think made her land on this, Kelly?
So she was having a conversation with a close friend, and she basically said, well, you're not marriage, caliber, I guess you could say, or the marriage type. And Tisha's like, well, I've been married before. What do you mean? But it's specifically because of this. And I had to think about it, right? As grown individuals, you should be able to be like, okay, this is an actress, and separate that from her work. But for individuals who grew up with Martin for years upon years, and you finally get with quote unquote Gina, I can kind of see where they're going. But we grown folks, man. She looking for love. Love.
You bring up a very fair point about separating the artist from the art. In my opinion, do we think that there's a much difference between Tisha Campbell and Gina? I feel like she almost played herself on the show.
Oh my goodness, every time I see her in an interview, I'm like, that's Gina. She talks the same, she acts the same, she's the same amount of goofy. Like, she's literally the same person. I don't know if I just can't separate it because that's all I know her for too. But I think she's, she's who she is. But I don't know. They just need to separate the two. Get the girl some real love. Get to know Tisha.
Which is hard for a lot of people to do, because we look at people like Kanye. He's been on a lot of rants and not so appealing to a lot of people, but then he has a lot of great music and clothing and things of that nature. How do you, or when do we get to the point of separating the two?
I think it depends on what you believe in, because for me, if you do something to the caliber of what Kanye has been doing, I don't have an issue being like, you know what, I'm going to take a break from this. R. Kelly, we discuss what he's done, and I love certain records, but I can't listen to him. But in this case, we're talking about a woman who, it's her art.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Even Martin wanted Gina. Martin, the actual person.
The actual Martin Long.
He was stalking her, back then there was. Allegedly, yes. But there were reports of it, or alleged reports, and he fell in love with the character too. So Gina, I don't know. Look, her name not even Gina, but she Gina to us.
See? That's what she's talking about.
Tisha is looking for love, not Gina. Okay, guys? All right, Jean, 200 points you have on the board. Kelly, you are at 100, but we have one final question in round one. Who said it's hard to make $100 million last forever? Jean.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Very bold statement he made. Check it out.
I always explain this to people, like, bro, you give somebody a 5-year, $100 million contract, right? What is it really? It's 5 years for 60. You're getting taxed. Do the math. That's 12 a year, that you have to spend, use, save, invest, flaunt, like whatever, however, just being real. I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to get my mama a house. I'm going to do, everything costs money. So if you spending $4 million a year, that's really $40 million over 5 years, 8 a year, And now you start breaking down the numbers, it's like, that's a 5-year span of where you're getting $8 million. Can you make that last?
This math is completely out of my tax bracket. Kelly,
Mine too.
Jean, is this wild?
It is wild. First of all, he did mention like taxes getting taken out, other obligations and stuff like that. So I know that the number is not really the number, but even still, but when you're not used to having it, it's because I say that all the time. I can spend a lot of money. With the little money I have, it gets spent. So with a lot of money, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. How you do anything is how you do everything. So I'll probably, I don't know.
Are there ways to make $100 million last for the rest of your life, Kelly?
I'm so disappointed, bro. And he started off well, like you said. He's talking about saving. He's talking about investing, and then he completely goes off the rails. There's this little thing called living beneath your means. And if you notice, there's one word that he used in there that's specific to exactly why a lot of these athletes go broke.
Flaunting.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a truck. Why do you need a truck?
Yeah.
I know we all want to buy something for our parents, and maybe you can,
Yeah.
but you build towards that, right? Going out there, spending the money, it's all fun and games for a couple years, as you mentioned, but if you can't sustain that, that's on you, bro. That means you got money problems. It ain't the
Financial
$100
literacy is important.
And it's something I feel like a lot of athletes need to be taught. So Odell did respond to this, and what did he have to say, Kelly?
It's funny because he put a tweet out like, listen, it's funny how certain things can get misconstrued and taken out of context. What has been taken out of context compared to what he said.
Yeah.
Everything was in context. So,
Yeah.
Odell, you can't get your way out of this one.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes from the horse's mouth, I don't know what to say about any of that because you said it, we heard it, and we digested it exactly how you said it. Nothing was taken out of context. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of round 1 of Clock It. Gene, you're at 300 points. Kelly, you are at 100.
Y'all know how I do.
But I got a feeling Kelly's going to make a comeback.
He
When we
always does.
return, these two will continue to battle it out for round 2 of Clock It. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Clock It, where Gene and Kelly are battling it out. Kelly has 100 points on the board, and Gene has 300. But I think Kelly gonna make a comeback. I got full faith in him. Let's help him out by keeping this game going. A Hollywood filmmaker allegedly misused $11 million given to him by who? Kelly.
Netflix.
I am in the wrong tax bracket. This person talk about 100 million can't last. This one misusing 11 million. What is going on, Kelly?
Financial literacy is what's going on. Well, not going on, okay? So this director, I don't know if y'all remember 47 Ronin, but it's a movie from back in like 2013. Keanu Reeves is in it. He's the director that Netflix gave this money to, $11 million, in order to create a new TV series. Did he do that? Absolutely not.
Nope.
He went to the crypto market.
Oh,
He bought the Rolls
gosh.
Royces. He bought 2 beds for upwards of like $640,000 just for 2 beds.
One of the
okay?
mattresses was $400,000 alone.
It's absolutely insane. So Netflix is like,
what?
listen, we want our money. You're laundering money, misappropriation of funds, all that. Give us our money back, please.
This is wild. Gene, how many years could he be facing?
90 years for this. He was supposed to use this money to renew his show that was like discontinued or something like that. But it was supposed to help the brand of Netflix, and it did not. He used this for obviously other things. But this is just like I said, Odell Beckham was not lying. You could really blow through millions of dollars. A $400,000 mattress.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a show called White Horse, it ain't coming anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because he blowing that
11
money
million
on
is
something
gone.
else.
He definitely did. What is his defense team signaling?
They're signaling that he wasn't in his right state of mind, that he has mental issues.
Duh.
Clearly.
And they have a great defense, I will say, because who does that? Who does that? I don't know what he was going through, but yeah, no, that's just not it.
Because mind you, all this really happened during the pandemic. So
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on, and this is when the crypto bros were out there, people getting a lot of money. So he guessed he can get some bread.
Yeah,
Didn't
and
really
lost
work out
it.
for you. Yeah, that's right. You better be careful, man.
I do get getting a $11 million wire to your bank account. You may get a little, antsy to spend some of that money,
Yeah.
but the way he spent the money is just like, were you thinking about the movie at all?
No.
Like, what happened? What
Listen.
were you thinking?
He said, forget the show.
Who's the director? You, OBJ, come over to Afro TV. We can teach you a little bit about some
Big
financial
facts.
literacy. We got you.
Big facts on that. All right, Kelly, 200 points. You are up. And Gene, you are at 300. Let's go on to our next question. Who was the most streamed artist on Apple Music this year? Gene,
It was Drake. Sorry.
as we know, you are a Drizzy
like, damn.
Drake
Y'all know
fan.
I love Drake, baby. He's in my top 5, of course. He does what he does through and through, year after year. So, yeah.
So you think this was well deserved?
Oh, for sure. Come on, it's Drake. Like, he don't miss. He's a hit
Oh,
maker.
man, Gene is one of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
He don't
OVO
miss.
to the death of me. Okay.
100%
Don't
one
miss.
of them. Kelly, so he was the most streamed artist, but
Right.
who and what was the most streamed song?
Hey, ain't it crazy how Kendrick and Drake are always connected? Because Kendrick and SZA with Luther was right there. Right there. And it goes to show you, no matter how you feel about what Kendrick and Drake went through, a summer and a half ago, he's still one of the top artists out here.
Facts.
Dropped a collab album with P&D, so of course he's going to be on these lists. But overall, a lot of the joints that were on here were like God's Plan,
Yeah.
One Dance, so songs that
Timeless music.
Yes,
He
classics.
didn't even have any top songs on the top 5.
Right.
But he's still the most streamed because he has timeless music. I mean, the work speaks for itself.
People are still going to be listening, streaming. They listening to it right now, man. So
For
Drake, you
sure.
always going to get it, man.
Do
you,
we
Drake.
think that we are getting Iceman this year?
Nah.
Hopefully.
Nah.
Sometimes he be sneaky, but I don't know.
He's
We'll
been doing
see.
good at promoting it, doing the streams and doing all that. But overall, we have like 2.5, 3 weeks for you to drop
Left
this
of the
joint.
year.
You
Yeah,
know
you're right.
he has to kind of
Yeah.
build up a little more. But I will say first quarter 2026.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
heck
first
yeah.
quarter we should be getting Iceman.
Iceman, I'm so excited.
All right, you heard it from Kelly. Be on the lookout for Iceman first quarter of 2026. Kelly, you're at 200. Gene, you have 400 points on the board. More questions we have, so let's hop straight into those. Which Law & Order SVU actor apologizes after his comment sparks backlash? Kelly.
BD Wong.
Always been on the right side of things, and in my opinion, he wasn't on the wrong side of things here, but let us know what happened and tell me your thoughts.
So this was an interesting case, and I want to know, all you watching live, let us know what you think as well. So on Threads, a post went viral. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Tarzan, a brother that works with a whole bunch of like exotic animals. He put a picture up of him and an animal, and the tagline was, listen, what is this animal? Wrong answers only. And BD Wong went out there and answered it, and he answered it by saying, a black man. Now, as we see, he's trying to make like a dad joke and all that, but once again, the context, he said this animal, he said it's a black man, you're calling a black man an animal, and it just spun out of control from there.
Yeah.
Especially when the caption was wrong answers only.
Right.
He was saying, instead of talking about the animal, I'm going to say the black man that I see in this video.
Right.
Gene, was this not crazy?
It was a little far-fetched, stretched. It was not that deep to me. I don't think he said anything wrong. I think, just sometimes people try to be hypersensitive about just racial slurs, but in that case, I don't think he was trying to be racially inappropriate or anything like that. So yeah, I don't think he was calling black men an animal. I think he was just making a corny joke. It was more so corny than offensive, but that's just my opinion.
I agree. And Kelly, where does the line get drawn between hypersensitiveness and valid concern?
I think just paying attention to the context in which things are said and the severity of them, right? Because in this case, once again, you can tell that it was a off-the-cuff joke. Now, is this a lesson to him and his platform to know when and what to say? Absolutely yes. There's certain things you can't say when you have a platform. But overall, us as, the audience should be able to look at stuff like this and not get outraged because you know what he was trying to do.
Right.
We have bigger fish to fry black people. I don't know if this is something we need to be worried about. We got a whole bunch of other things we need to be worried about. I don't think he was wrong here. I just think it was a joke that did not land well for some people.
Right.
Kelly, 300 points. You still at. Gene, 400 you have. More questions? Let's keep it rolling.
Righty.
Who plans to cover funerals for children lost in Stockton birthday party mass shooting? Gene.
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy is the one. Now talk to us about what happened at this kid's birthday party.
It's so unfortunate. There was a mass shooting at this kid's birthday party. There were like 100, 150 people in attendance. It seemed to be something that was targeted to this crowd or, something of that nature in Stockton, California. And 4 children did die, unfortunately, and 11 were injured severely. So it was a very unfortunate situation. So he wants to take care of the cost of those 4 funerals and burials.
Kelly, have these individuals been caught?
No, not yet. They do have certain things in place right now, so if you know any information, you could give it to them, also a reward and all that. But Burna Boy coming out and being the one to say, listen, I'll cover this. I love it 100%, always going to be in support of it. But the timing is very interesting because, of course, Burna Boy is going through his own situation where he offended some individuals. He called a girl out who was at his concert for sleeping during the show, kicked her out. Come to find out she was going through her own losses behind the scenes, and everybody turned on Burna Boy. So it seems like him making this decision to cover the funeral costs are for the wrong reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we know how media works, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was just in the media for something horrible like that. And so a way for him to get back into our good graces is by him doing something like this. And it almost, and it does, because that's how, you know, much of a attention span we have, erase what happened before. And now we're not even thinking about that. And all of the light is going to this positive thing that he's doing now. So, Burna Boy, I see what you did. Either way,
it's a
this
good
is awesome.
deed, right?
It's a good deed. So I'm here for it. Well, guys, we are embarking on our very last question in round 2. Kelly, 300 points you have. Gene, you have 500. The last question, no pressure. A viral Thanksgiving video sparked concern for a Green Bay Packers. Kelly.
Security guard.
Security?
Now, I saw this video and I saw all of the convo going on social media, but let's take a look at it. Yeah, so as you can see here, you know what I mean? There's a player eating. He offers the security guard something to eat, and they are technically not supposed to take anything from the players. So a lot of this conversation on social media was, he's going to get fired. Kelly, is that happening?
No, not at all. And mind you, like, this happened during Thanksgiving, Turkey Bowl. After the game, the players get this big old turkey. And it's a great moment, right? You're giving thanks. There's people around you that usually don't get to celebrate this with you. So the player, who's a rookie, by the way, comes in and be like, hey, take some. And kudos to the security guard, because it's not like you can see it right there. He's not in his head.
He initially denied it, yeah.
I'm good. Looks back to
like,
make sure he's good.
This?
Like, okay, and shout out to the other brother, the other security guard, who's kind of blocking the way. Like, no, go do what you do.
Yeah.
Just a great human interaction. I love it, and I'm glad that the rumors that did spark afterwards, as you mentioned, of the security guard getting fired were untrue.
Right.
They came out and even spoke about it in the media. Like, listen, don't know where those reports came from, but the security guard is good. Great, happy moment for Thanksgiving.
Do you think the security guard did anything wrong?
I don't think so, but they're not supposed to take anything from the players or anything like that. And I can understand how, you know, it's their security, so there's like a thin line. But in that moment, again, another thing that wasn't that deep, that was blown out of proportion. So kudos to them for not disciplining him, because, you know, it was a good, wholesome moment for Thanksgiving.
He was securing the turkey, man. He was securing the turkey, making sure the turkey was good.
And it is called the Turkey Bowl, so how can I not indulge in some turkey at the Turkey Bowl? So, yeah, I'm happy to know that they did not reprimand him for this. And it was a wholesome moment, to your point. The NFL even reposted it. So, clearly, it was okay.
For sure.
All right, guys, this brings us to the end of today's episode of Clock It. And Jean is today's winner. She is the one who will be getting crowned and taking home this Clock It chain.
Clock It chain.
Yes, girl. It looks great with your outfit, too.
Yes. Okay.
We love to see it happen. Kelly was undefeated, and you know
You
what?
already
Jean
know. I'm
is doing
coming
her
for the
thing
clock.
here. Kelly, it's always a pleasure to have you. Jean, thank you for being here. All our viewers at home, tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be right back here for another episode of Clock It.
Clock It.